I made another oopsie with the camera and I plugged my microphone into the wrong port, so I just did this whole video for the second time without audio. So now that we have audio, or should have audio, it is Tuesday the 24th, so we got 3 days until the race. I just got done with the newcomers orientation, which is the orientation. Your first 3 races with NASA Rally Sport, you have to do 3 newcomers orientations, being it the first 3 races of the season, or if, like me, I did last year's race, I'm doing this year's race. I'll probably get to another one this year, but the first 3 races you do with NASA Rally Sport, you have to do the newcomers orientation. It's a good time. They go on a Zoom meeting and all they do is they explain the rally to you so that you understand what you're getting into before you go. They also go over some of the equipment that you're going to need. Some of the guys were asking about a couple of the signs that I'm going to print out for them, and then just the equipment, if your jacket is the right jacket to have. Some of the guys were asking that, and it's very, very useful information, because if you show up there on race day or scrutineering and they say you can't wear that jacket, then you're scrambling to find one or something that you can wear that is approved by them for the race. So it's good information to have if you get into the racing. But they put out that the park expose is going to be at Oslo's Spirits and Chirac. It's going to be at 302 Chesterfield Highway from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The reason we do it later in the day into the dark is because that's where they leave from for the sandblast at dark. So you'll show up for the car show, you'll be able to look at the bikes, look at the cars, talk to all the racers and everything, and then midway through that, they're going to grab the bikes first, they're going to take off for the at dark, and then they'll grab the cars and they'll take off for the at dark. I'm not doing the at dark this year. I didn't get signed up for it. I kept jumping back and forth if I wanted to. So next year I'll probably try and get into it. All the routes have been released, so if you wanted to see the GPS files that we use for navigation, you can go onto the website and you can download those in a KMX file, and then transfer it to what you need to get on your GPS. That way you can see where we're riding and driving. And then if you wanted to see a road book, it's going to be the road book that the cars are using that you'll get online. The Moto Rally guys are going to have this type of road book like I've showed on the handlebars. This is what we're using for navigation for turn by turn, and all it is it tells you if you have speed limits, where you're turning, at what mile marker, or not mile marker, but what mileage you're turning at. And this is basically what we go on for navigation. So on my phone, it's just going to tell me what 10th or 100th of mile I'm at, and that's where I'm going to make my turns or have any of the information on it. So if you wanted to see what the cars are doing, there's a little more information on those full sheets. You can look at that to kind of get a warm and fuzzy of whatever they're talking about when they're on TV or whatever, YouTube talking about. I ordered a new camera. I have an old GoPro Session. Being that it doesn't have a replaceable battery, I ordered a new camera that has a replaceable battery because I want to get all the footage of the riding and throw that into a massive video, and then I'll have the individual sections separately. That way you can just watch the whole race all the way through, or you can watch the individual races whenever you get time, or individual stages whenever you get time to watch them. There's only 3 days of the race, like I said, so tomorrow I'm going to get the bike out, get all my equipment out. I'll bring out all my tools, all my spares, all my gear. The bike, we'll talk about the gear I have, why I chose it. We'll talk about the tools I have and why I would bring what I would bring versus not. Being a rally, you don't really have time to fix your bike on stage, so you don't carry tools with you. You don't carry spares with you. You basically leave out if you break down or crash or have any mechanical issues. You're basically done for the day. And then I'll go over spares. I said we don't carry spares, but I will still have them. I'll have spare tubes and spare switches and stuff like that. So if I end up breaking something when I get to service, if I get to service, I'll be able to fix that there at service to prevent further breakage of my equipment. So Friday night, if you show up for the car and bike show, like I said, it's going to be at Oslo's Spirits. They have food there at Oslo's Spirits. I have never personally been there, but the NASA rally coordinator told me that it's good food there. That's why they're having it. So you can get some food there. You can come look at the cars, come look at the bikes. If you don't want to make 2 trips, then come out on Saturday and watch the race. If you get to one of the sections to watch and you watch the morning, you should be able to go to the service park and you can look at the cars and bikes as they come through service. So you can kind of get a warm and fuzzy of what we do at the service during that time in between stages. And then you'll be able to leave from there, hopefully get to either another location to watch, or if you don't get to another location, you can go back to the same location, because we will be running quite a few of the stages again, just in reverse. So we'll do a loop forward in the morning, then we'll come back in the afternoon, do the loop backwards in the afternoon. If you look online, you can see in the schedule which ones we're going to do multiple times. That way, if you want to see the spectating from the same location, leave, get some food, and come back to it, you'll be able to tell which locations you can stop at and have that time to drive around. But with that said, I'll see you guys tomorrow when I release the next video on all of my equipment, talking about what gear I chose and all the tools and spares. But we'll see you in the morning.